What's up, everyone? Welcome to part 2 of my Madden 24 live stream. And I'm just going to pick up where I left off with some of the solo challenges. And I'm going to see what we do from there. Oh, who we get? Oh, we 5 more stars. We get a Jalen 85 Jalen Watson card. That'd be nice. I'm going to do that right now. It's for 5 yards. Okay. Yep, so I just want to pick it up here and then do some, after this, I'm going to do some, well, I'm not going to do all the solo challenges, at least right now, today, or at least in this broadcast, but I'm going to finish this one, this list of, challenges, until I get that card, and then I'll do some solo battles. I think I'll get 4 every day, then I'll do a head-to-head, and that'll wrap it up for tonight, or today, or whatever, but, well, anyway, as usual, enjoy the video, guys. Let me know, like, subscribe. I'll enjoy the video. I'll see you guys soon. Let's get started.
Okay, right?
The second half starts with a run by Gibbs. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another ultimate challenge on EA Sports. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he could...
And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the coach. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. Tie game 7-7. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Going back to Gibbs on first down. Powering forward. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 106 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On second down, here's Gibbs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
We pick up this challenge in the third quarter with less than 3 minutes left on the clock. We're all tied on the scoreboard at 7 apiece. But you've driven into opponent territory as we get set here, 1st and 10. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
73 yards rushing for him now to this point. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge.
Hello there. It's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You're ahead by 4. You've got the ball on your opponent's 40, 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Stiff-armed him. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll run with Gibbs. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu.
Young now from the 50.
Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Coach, thank you. We pick up this challenge in the third quarter with less than 3 minutes left on the clock. You're up by 2 scores. You have the ball on your opponent's 2-yard line. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure...
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the coach. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
We will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You're ahead by 4, but you've driven into opponent territory, 1st and goal. They're all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
The coach here, and welcome to this Ultimate Challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Taking you the rest of the...
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Wow, I just got 2 fucking corners today, 84 and 85. I'm so happy, I can't even tell you right now.
Now Tristan Vizcaino set to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, 72 yards. And the Ravens go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
Tell you what, partner, he might just be a rookie, but he certainly looks the part of a veteran NFL starter, and he carries himself like one leading the offense out there. In a lot of ways, he is advanced as a first-year quarterback, and he came in and was right at home with this offense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here we go, back.
First carry now for Keyshawn Vaughn. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Hall on 3rd down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
The 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away.
A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Shot, 17. Ready.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
95 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he's got some space here. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and
3. Gibbs straight ahead.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. On the give, here's Gibbs.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal. Ready.
They'll try to run with Gibbs.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And while we have a moment, we remind you that registration for the Madden Championship Series is now open. This year we'll be giving away, ready for this, $1.7 million in prize money to the best Madden 24 players in the world. And if you want to get in on the action, and you should, visit MaddenChampionship.com to get yourself registered. It's hard to believe how much that has taken off in recent years.
It's taken off so much, partner. Now I'm going to start to work on my game and register for a chance to win that kind of money.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Hall.
He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Looking to throw. Hall. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Hall now to throw again.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give him another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
throw again. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
And here's Joseph Charlton now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the 2nd time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. And you know where I'm
fantasy.
going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now, and they have a high expectation that what they've seen already will continue.
You talk about fantasy a lot, but you don't. Why don't you just play? You don't.
I'm not good enough to play in a fantasy game. I enjoy watching
You're an
you
analyst.
do it.
You're an expert.
I mean, you were a champ last year. Keep it up. Okay. What's a champ in my book?
163 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Another run for Gibbs here.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Javon Curse. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Returnable here from the 38. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Young now. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as he gets a little more than he needed. 4 yards to pick up there on 4th and 2. Hand off now to Gibbs. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
That
10 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. Here's Gibbs. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Now it's Gibbs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Titans now. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Come on, set.
Here's Vaughn. They'll run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
Down. 43 rail.
Back to throw. Hall. And they'll set up the screen here to Brightwell. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Here's Hall from the gun on 3rd down. That's taken in, Trey Nixon. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Down the sideline he goes. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's across midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Now Hall on 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Throws right side, and that's complete. Touchdown, Titans.
Mike Strawn.
32 yards.
And the Titans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting...
There he goes, right side.
And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I think the game... The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Ravens. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch. And you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. And you talk about coming out and making a statement. Not only do you return the thing to the house, you go for 2 and get it.
And how about how the rules have changed starting with the 2015 season, where you could go for 2 from the 2-yard line instead of kicking it from the 15? We thought that would promote more aggressiveness. We saw it right there.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a man who rewrote Brett Favre's passing records at Southern Miss. It's Nick Mullins.
The secret to his game and his success, incredible chemistry with each and every one of the guys he catches passes with it. And not only does he ask them to stay after practice or meet it before practice, he actually demands it, because he knows if they have that kind of chemistry built up, they're going to be hard to beat each and every ball game.
First carry of the game for Zamir White.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Javon Curse in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Let's take it at around the 40. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. Down the left sideline. And down right around the 37. 54 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries in the ballgame.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
A give right side for Gibbs.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Head off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd down and goal.
They'll try and run it with Gibbs.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game.
And the last drive, the 1st drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play.
That too.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now fake on a jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this for about the 32. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is brought in at the 21. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
108 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. There he goes, left side.
Down the left sideline. He may go.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll drop to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. Roquan Smith able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Kadarius Toney.
And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown.
Kadarius Toney
taking it in.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The Young's going to throw for this.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurting this spot. No, okay.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
All right, Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw here. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
The Ravens ready to take over. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like the empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure you have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now in Baltimore.
Here we go.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's Gibbs.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it.
Across midfield. He's on his way.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And down he'll go at the 25. They're going to look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Reggie White on the sack there, showing the explosiveness that led him to the Hall of Fame. Here's Matt Hawk now, standing just outside his own goal line. And taken right at the 35. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Claws red.
Young here to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. They got his man complete.
He's to the 20. Now look out.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Matt Hawk now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Got it? 52 blaster. Set, ready. Ready?
And Young's going to throw it here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
White.
Now Young. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. He's got space past the 25. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now here's Young. He's got a man complete. He may go. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this.
I'm going to take a break. The Ravens are coming on. Preseason game. So I'll be on soon later.